you've already had one hit Disney movie. Now you've got two. Bit greedy.
Very greedy. Very greedy. It was one of those things that I sort of try to check off as many things as I can to get brownie points with my daughters.
Okay.
And so any scripts that are sent to me, I sort of get their stamp of approval, and they're like, yeah, you got to do this one. I want the Belle doll.
I say you picked two of the, recently anyway, Frozen and obviously Beauty and the Beast, two of the most iconic recent Disney movies. You're doing quite well.
Frozen was an accident. A beautiful accident, but an accident nevertheless. And Beauty and the Beast, while an unbelievable privilege, was scary at first because, let's face it, Beauty and the Beast was my Frozen, essentially. You know, it was a movie that I remember seeing when I was 10 years old. And I remember sitting in a dark theater and hearing people applaud for these animated characters on the screen that weren't likely to respond. And to bring those characters to life, to bring those songs to life, is something that I never would have imagined. So now doing it opposite this incredible cast, specifically my partner in crime, Luke Evans, was a dream come true. Also because musical theater's in my blood. And so being able to sing in a live action film, it's a thrill.
Obviously, LeFou in the original, he's a decent character, but he's kind of the psychic. Whereas in this one, it's nicely expanded, and you get a lot more to sink your teeth into. Was that good when you read the script that you thought, this is a really good character to play?
Well, we definitely did some work. When I signed on, one of the things I said to Bill was, we can't just do a carbon copy of what's in the original because the original character is so defined by cartoon conceits. He has his teeth knocked out. Animals are sitting on his head. You can't really get away with that in a live-action film. So we started asking a lot of questions, and we started asking a lot of questions about his humanity. What makes him real? What makes him a real, living, breathing person? And when we started asking those questions, it actually came up with some surprising results. Without ruining anything, I think he has a very interesting arc in the film.
It's an amazing cast as well. You mentioned Luke Evans, but also Emma, who is the perfect choice as Belle, and then Dan gives a fantastic performance as Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been just so rewarding for you as an actor.
It was beyond rewarding. I mean, you pinch yourself every day that you come into set and you're playing alongside, not only incredible colleagues, but people that you've looked up to and grown up with. Everybody, I think, was so excited and honored to bring this tale as old as time to life. Not to be cliche, but it really is true. Everybody felt this enormous weight and responsibility, and I think that you see that in the film.
And just finally, before you go, do you know who The Last Jedi is yet? Have you managed to find any Star Wars answers yet? Because we've been following you on Instagram and stuff.
She's impossibly strong. I can't get anything out of her.
Even with JJ?
Even with JJ, none of us. We just kept trying and trying and trying. But she's good. That non-disclosure agreement is ironclad for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!